Individual commitment to a group effort. That is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. Vince Lombardi. Yeah, teamwork, man. Sports. Not my thing. Don't get me wrong. I do love sports. If you know me, you know I am a huge fan of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Lou Williams double clutches Kawhi Leonard. Can't hit the three.
Yes, those Los Angeles Clippers.
Paul George, three-pointer won't go. Torrey Craig the rebound.
And the thing about any team, teamwork takes many people doing many things with the goal of making sure one thing happens. Coach, athlete, medical professional, painter, artist, visionary, and plenty of other things that I really can't name for the sake of time. My guest today, Chanda Penney. All right. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. This is not a podcast. I say this every episode because I don't know how else to describe it. This is a food and travel show without the food or the travel. So anyway, so you are Chanda Penney.
Yes. Thank you for saying my name right.
Chanda like panda, not Shonda like rhymes.
Yeah. Chandelier.
Chanda bear. Ah, I got it. And you are an artist, fashion designer.
I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, like future surgeon. Actually, not even future. Like you are literally doing surgery.
I'm a surgical tech. Yeah.
Surgical tech.
Licensed and degree.
Licensed. You do a lot. Yeah, you do a lot. Like a lot.
I coach.
You coach.
I train.
You paint. You train.
I paint.
What don't you do? You're getting into film?
No, I'm joking. You said what?
What did you say?
I said snowboard, but I'm going to try that one day.
Okay. Which I guess that's one of the things I admire about you. You definitely that's everybody
hype me up.
No, that really is the thing. Everybody who is awesome. It's awesome that I'm surrounded by people who like I feel like I say this all the time, and I've said it enough times on this series that I'm not adventurous. If I like to do the things that I like to do, and I like to get better at the things I like to do, but I'm fortunate I'm surrounded by people who that inspire me, and you are definitely a person that inspires me. So I'm happy to have you on this. What?
Richard.
What?
Let's go skydiving.
No, let's not.
Come on.
No.
Just a little bit.
How do you go skydiving a little bit?
Just a little bit. Just trust me.
No, that doesn't.
Come on.
No.
You're surrounded. You're surrounded. You have no choice.
But okay. No. Actually, no. Someone was telling me about skydiving. Were we talking about skydiving?
I don't know, but I feel like you're thinking about it. I feel like you're leaning towards it.
Somebody was recently telling me about skydiving, and the very first thing I thought of, like, yeah, but I would be the one where the parachute doesn't work, and then I'd fall straight into the fan. And that's why
90% of the stuff we worry about doesn't even happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. No, it's not to say 90% of the stuff does not happen. It happens just 10% of the time. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Aha. Enough about me and my fears. Chanda, which is ironic, you're working on a project now. By the time this comes out, your project might be started.
Oh yeah, it's already in the making. So I just have to get the script together.
Burgeoning filmmaker. Another thing that you do.
I think this is going to be so much fun.
I think so too.
Thank you for sharing it.
Well, I don't want to go too much because it's not out yet. You know, the feds is watching. You don't want people to copy your idea. That's how I feel.
No details. We know.
Yeah. But with that being said, let's dive in. Chanda, if you had 30 minutes to talk about anything in the world, what would it be?
Oh, okay, I got a lot of things, but I can probably do volleyball. Let's do volleyball today.
That would be amazing because I don't know a lot about volleyball other than there's 9 people on each side. 6 people.
Okay, 6 people. Now, I can see why you say 9. Maybe you were thinking of subs.
Maybe. I know it moves
but
in a Z.
it's
I
6
know.
on 6.
Okay. Rotates in a Z. Positions
Um,
rotate in a Z.
it does not rotate in a Z.
Okay. Well,
It rotate. Well, let me see. Okay, so 1 is the serving position. 2 is middle back. 3 would be left back. 4 would be left front. 5 would be middle front. Yeah, and then 6 in the rotation sheet would be setter, which would be right front.
And 1, 2, 3, so
4, 5.
who turns?
Oh, I might be back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
So when one is done serving,
they rotate to
one goes left.
Hold on, I have to write this down. I know this seems weird, but when you're looking at, okay, let me show you what the court looks like. Hold on.
Please.
So glad I have this right next to me. So you might be able to see it, you might not be able to see it, but I'm gonna do this. Okay. So you see that? You see that?
Yes, that's a court.
Okay.
Where are the baskets?
So, you said what?
Where are the baskets?
I'm playing volleyball. We don't have baskets.
Yeah, I know.
I have a net.
You're right.
Okay, so my server's up here, middle back, right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay, so 1 is here. Sorry, I always get this backwards because I think it's because I'm left-handed. So 1 is here, right?
Right. Left.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. If I got that right. So anyway, we rotate this way. So as soon as you serve, you rotate to middle back. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
And then middle back rotates here, and we go forward, here. Boom, 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 boom.
So it's not a Z, it's a rectangle.
Yeah, it's a rectangle, and it goes like, okay, so basically don't get my lefts and my rights because I always mix up my left and my right. I'm left-handed. I don't know if it's just because I'm left-handed. Everything's backwards. I have no idea. But anyway, so you rotate in a rectangle, 6 rectangle.
Okay. Okay, so volleyball is like, talk to me, 30 minutes. Why volleyball? What?
Oh my God, I love it. It's my sport. I've been playing that since I was 6.
Why? I mean, most kids at 6 years old aren't playing volleyball. Maybe they're like doing soccer. Maybe they're doing like basketball.
We're doing different stuff.
What made volleyball like the thing you loved?
I didn't want to do it. This is crazy because I didn't want to do it. My mom made me do it. I was actually very shy as a kid. I don't want to say it's shy. It's anxiety. I have anxiety. Like I get anxiety for this. This gives me anxiety. Setting plans sometimes when I'm doing stuff gives me anxiety. I think it's because I get excited. So it's a mixture between that, like, oh, I'm ready to do it. And then I'm like, fudge. now I'm like freaking out about all the what ifs can happen. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she put me in that.
You know what? I'm gonna just bleep out whatever at this point.
Okay, so she put me in that. I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No more.
On it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
She put me in that, and I was just like, didn't want to do it. Was good at it. Made some friends. Then all of a sudden, I started playing club, and then it got like more competitive. I'm competitive by nature anyway. Like anything I want to do, I for some reason need to compete, and so I have to turn that competition within to myself because I'm a competitive person. But anyway, so I started doing that, then just club took off, and that's it. That's what kept me busy.
Did your mom know that you had like anxiety as a kid, or was this just something? Let me explain. My parents put me in gymnastics when I was like 9 or 10 years old because they thought that I was uncoordinated. Which is true. Like if you even see me as an adult, like I have to concentrate when I walk, like really, really hard. Which again, and to the detriment, like I broke my thumb doing one-handed cartwheels.
Oh my God, me too.
What? Hey.
That's crazy.
Twinsies.
How old are you?
I was 10. No, I was either 9 or 10. 8701 had 8701 come out? No, so I was 10. Yeah, it was fun. It wasn't fun.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it didn't hurt though. It was just like Just
My shit
embarrassing.
hurt.
Even at 10, like I broke my thumb at like a gymnastics class. It's the most not gangster thing in the world. So what I'm saying is this: your parents put you in volleyball. Do you think that she did that as a way to kind of like, was that her maternal instinct or what?
I don't know. I was in tap dance, ballet, gymnastics. They tried to get me in soccer
Hmm.
because they tried to get me in soccer, but for some reason, soccer to me, and I regret this low key. I wish I would have played soccer when I started coaching. That's something I wish I would have played. I started watching like some of my kids that do dual sports,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, man, this is so cool. Why did I not play the sport? But anyway, so that's it. She was like, well, you got to do something. So she put me in that. I have no idea. Never asked. Just became part of life. I like it. I love it. I mean, I still coach it and I still play it. So
Tell me more about like, well, just tell me about it. Like, what is it about that? What makes you love volleyball? Is it because
uh-oh.
the personal connection you have with it, or just
No, just I mean the game in and of itself. Like if you've ever played competitively, you understand what I mean. It's literally chess/battleship, but with people. A ball is random. A ball will never have the same movements that it has, right? You're trying to control this object, but you have to control this object with a certain set of moves: pass, set, and a hit. You know, free ball,
yeah?
down ball, whatever. The technique on how you hit it, so you can direct it. But it's like a game of just, it's a mind game. You never know. You get 3 chances, but you never know what that component's going to do. Yeah, you can set up for basic defense, basic offense. Oh, they're going outside, they're going to hit it. So have a defense, setter come up, whatever. But what if at the last minute the hitter decides to, I don't know, shoot the ball all the way to the corner? Who's back there? Like, you never know what that person's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of.
But you're right. It is like a deeper intellectual kind of sport. I guess you really can't compare it to like a tennis, because tennis is either one-on-one or doubles. But even though the ball is chaotic, there's enough freedom on a court for one or the other someone on the team can dominate
Yeah,
in
and
tennis.
honestly, it's kind of the same thing because, like I said, I had to do this project for economics back in high school, and the teacher at the time did tennis. So it's kind of similar terms and rules in a sense, but different like ways to do so. Like you can still play doubles in volleyball, 2-on-2, it's typically beach. And
Yeah,
then you have your inside on court, which is 6-on-6.
interesting. But even beach, like there's that added element of sand.
Oh, is like, I mean, it's, look, anybody, as long as you train for it, you good. If you've been training in it, you know how to play in it. You can
That
do anything. If you tell the kids anything, you can do anything. You can do anything this creates. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
that was like, was that your coaching mode? Because I felt pretty inspired by that.
Oh, okay, cool. No, I'm telling you, because look, I stumbled across one of my journals from like when I went to New York for three months.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down everything that I wanted to get accomplished. I stumbled across it and I'm like, holy crap, living it, did it, living it. I'm like, oh, okay. Write things down. It's gonna happen. Put some effort behind it.
Which is true. Oh, I kind of okay. I'm still caught up on the volleyball, and I don't want to like. We can definitely switch subjects, but like, I'm
No,
still.
that's cool.
It's kind of not. Let me. It's amazing to me. I'm not a sports guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like sports, but like when the playoffs are happening, like it's no secret my team is the Clippers, so it's not like I have to check on my team every game to know that we're losing. But like again, from when I did sports, I did track and cross country in high school. My thing was like, it was for me, it really was a big social thing. For me, it was a big part of being a part of a team. And I realized, as I've gotten older, teamwork definitely matters to me in the stuff that I do creatively, stuff that I do, projects, work, community stuff, whatever. What about for you? Because again, you do so much, but I also know that you work with a lot of teams.
So I guess when you're saying a lot of teams, you mean like a lot of athletes? Like
A lot of athletes, but then also like teams that you work with like in your other settings? Like I know you work with Raz Productions, so you work with.
Oh man,
like,
yeah. Okay, so I don't know. It is social, but each social group gives me something different. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to Raz Productions or something, that social group's more about creating, culturing. What are we what are we trying to accomplish in the art kind of field?
mm,
Rather though like coaching for me in a sense, that's like more competitive nature, more, my fitness side, my I don't know. I want to say like warrior side because I always feel like I'm training for something. I don't know what, but
probably are. I mean, all these bad. No, I mean not like try to do like propaganda, but zombie apocalypse might be coming. CDC says so. You're good.
that's been there for years, guys. They have made that they have made that on that website for years.
Oh, is it for real?
Yeah, they've been had that. I actually think I want to say it came around, don't quote me, but I want to say it came around from when they were making a whole bunch of zombie movies and people actually like really started worrying about it or something like that. And they were just like, well, if it does happen, this is what we can do.
Yeah, but can we?
I don't know. It hasn't happened. I don't want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to be here if it does. Like, I just don't want to go through the stress.
Again, yeah. Again,
I'm gonna have to kill people. I don't want to do that.
My thing is this: I would just rather be like one of the very first zombies. Like, oh man, like I would rather wake up a zombie than have to think about fighting a zombie.
You're absolutely right, and I see that it's the easy way out, but I see it
It is
because
the easy way out.
I don't want to be. I'm thinking too, like I don't want to be a zombie, but I don't want to be stressed
Because
out of my mind trying to survive a zombie. Like,
that's a stressful time. No one like in no zombie movie or film or whatever is anybody having fun, and you're like,
I mean, even the slow ones, like if you know what, I wouldn't be too terrified of them. But Dawn of the Dead did something to me as a child, and ever since then, they just run and they run and they run and they never stop. Like, no, it's just nah.
yeah. Train to Busan is my favorite one.
Which one?
Train to Busan.
I don't. Is that a zombie movie?
Yes.
No, I'm not watching it. Sorry,
It's
I
good.
can't. Nope, can't do it.
It's not even about the zombies. It's more like
Nope,
okay.
can't do it.
Can I tell you what happens?
Yeah, you can tell me what happens. I just can't do
So
zombies.
it's a Korean zombie film, and what happens
I
is
already know that's scary as.
anyway, Train to Busan. So I like that. I think I like that about the Koreans. They have like they take this thing that's really scary, and then they put you in like what's the worst possible situation. So in Train to Busan, this father is trying to take his daughter to like see their mom, her mom or something like that. Like obviously some trouble is happening or whatever in the marriage or whatever. So it's this dad trying to bond with his daughter. Long story short, they get on the train to go to somewhere. Zombie apocalypse happens. Literally, as they're getting on the train, someone who's bitten gets on the train. That person starts biting people. And literally, before you know it, the whole train is infested with zombies. And then they get off the train and they're like, we can find another train. And they get on another train. And then there's more zombies when they keep leading to all these stations. And it's just, even the way it ends, it's just like, it's not even that it's scary. It's just like, wow, what could you do? And the worst part, the worst part about this movie is that you see how quickly a society like collapses. And I think I'm talking a lot about Train to Busan. So let's segue it back into volleyball. Teamwork is important and everything you do.
Teamwork is so to be able, if you can work in a team, you can survive. I don't care. Okay.
That's everything.
Don't get me wrong. You're going to have leaders that lead.
Mm-hmm.
But what's great about it, okay, so what I love about the sport is each position has its own importance. Okay. Not one is better than the other, but they have strategic movements. The setter runs the court. Okay. But the setter can only run the court if my passers give me a perfect ball. And when we're looking for a perfect ball, we want it off the 10-foot line and we want it like 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
So one, I can get underneath it, I can see the ball, and then now I have access to shoot the ball either to outside, middle, back. Maybe I might want to run a 1. Maybe I want to run a slide. I don't know, maybe a C. Throw something to the back row, have a back row attack. You know, you can do all types of stuff. Have an X.
Yeah, it's interesting because I can actually visualize exactly what you're saying. And I mean, I guess it goes back to what we're saying earlier. It really is like chess and Battleship. You're putting that ball where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that really is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Coaching wise, my first team, disaster. I'm not going to say a disaster because like they didn't, I'm not saying a disaster because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm saying a disaster because so many kids. You have a lot of kids trying to learn a skill and we need a certain amount of time. Not all of those kids are going to benefit that. So it's really wasting some of these kids' time, you know, like, so anyway, I teach like communication within the team, ball play. It's beautiful. I don't know how else to describe this sport other than just elegance once you figure it out.
Do you ever see it click for kids?
Oh yeah, and that's the best part. Because I already know that's the whole reason I picked you on my team. I make cuts. Like I've been cut before. I know what that feels like. Didn't make it. Okay, try harder next time. How are you gonna take it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I make cuts and I keep the ones that I need. And I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, what am I building this year? Or what am I seeing that's gonna be here in 4 years? We don't have any defensive players. I need to make defensive players. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing what do I have on my JV and my varsity team, what energy I kind of have going around in the gym, you know, things like that. But
so for you, I mean, even as a coach, even the sport part of the sport isn't the where coaching begins. You're already
no, because yeah, you're coming here to learn a skill, but why are you coming here to learn a skill? Do you know anything about it? Do you know it? I mean, this isn't track and field. I know what track and field's like. That's my independent sport where I can just be in my head. Yeah, I have a team that I'm working with, but I'm really competing with myself because I'm the one doing this action. You know what I'm saying?
right. No, that was why I did track and cross country. Again, even though I was on a team, I never felt responsible.
Mm-hmm.
And I never felt, especially cross country, because I was like, we had some really good cross country runners, and I literally floated between JV and varsity, even like I think my senior year because of how good our team was. But I never felt accountable to want to have to work better because it's like, oh, we're still going to be in some kind of championship.
Oh, see, I'm a little different. I got to be the best.
I'm with music, I feel that way, but not with sports.
Everything.
Obviously, with
So
you.
if I'm gonna do it, I might as well be the best at it. I know there's gonna be other people that are also the best at it. That's cool too. But I'm about to be the best at it.
The
My goodness.
father best. You're
Sorry,
doing good.
children.
No, you're doing great.
I like your calendar. What's going on over there?
That is Norman Rockwell. We talked about him. You
yes.
paint. Can we talk about that? We have.
Yeah, sure.
Can we please talk about that?
Sure.
How? I am not a visual artist. I think you're the only visual artist that's on this series so far. What the heck? And you did a beautiful painting for me. I'll show it at the beginning of the show. What? How do you translate your brain to go to talk about volleyball in such depth and detail, and then when you look at the paintings that you make, and again the one I'll show at the beginning of the episode, there really is a lot of details that do you know but you don't know, like what can you break it down?
But no, I don't know, just be whatever I feel that day. I feel like these colors go good, or this is the mood I'm in, so that's what I'm gonna throw on this canvas. But really, I've been working on, I want to do like portraits. I want to get better at portraits. So I just kind of been seeing this. I don't know what style of art it's called, but it's basically, I don't want to say cartoonism, but it's the outline of the objects. You don't have the face, you don't have anything, but you can tell that that's a person there there's a calendar in the background. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you just saw the recent one I did, Ray.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, like that. So I've been seeing that a lot. But
it's minimalist. It's minimalistic.
Yeah. But I've been seeing that more on people like that do digital art. I want to get into digital art too. I think that's really cool. But I wanted to try it on canvas. I don't know. I like the paint, the brush, the time.
I think for me personally, and again, I could talk about art like all day. But for me, I do like to see, not to, and this is no disrespect to any digital artist. I love digital art as well, but I do like to see, people paint. I like to see the brushstrokes, and I think there's something about. Actually, I heard this from a quote from one of my professors. He said, "Art is frozen music." You could see where the artist took their time to do this thing, to do this line, to even for the painting. You have balloons, I think.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't ask for that. So you talk about creativity. Like here you are. I didn't ask for balloons, balls, but like it came out fantastic.
Thanks. I'm glad you like it,
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, he wants something like this, but I don't do something like this. Like, I mean, I can probably do mixed media, something like that for you now that I can figure it out. And I might. That might give me an idea to do something. But at the time, I was like, all right, he wants something like this, but with my canvas, I can paint something. And I just kind of wanted to do like an abstract, something abstracty, because I feel like I personally struggle with abstract. I like organization. I like things to be neat, orderly.
Yeah.
Like, although something could be random, you can break down it, in math when you had to do, what is that? What were those? The matrix, the like matrix?
The graphing?
Yeah, but like, the matrix with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where you had to
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird. I like math to an extent. I really like math to an extent. Everything's math in life. I don't know if you guys know.
No, everything is math in life.
Everything's math.
Me and Mike talked about this on his episode. Everything is math.
Yeah, everything's math. Even coaching, everything's math.
I mean, yeah, literally what you described earlier when you talked about, again, the fact that you described volleyball as chess and Battleship, like those are the most mathematical games possible. And the fact that you have a ball in the equation, like that literally adds to the equation, and that's, chaos, that's entropy. So
then you got all these personalities thinking all different things. Their reality is not your reality, but now you're all living the same reality of a game, but it's still different.
And changing that reality every serve.
Yeah.
How you thought as a server can't be the same mentality you have as what you said, like a 3.
Well, everybody serves.
Well, everybody, yeah. Everybody serves, but the mentality I had when I was serving, now that I'm in or serving, there you go. Sorry. Now that I'm done serving, and now I'm at 5, I'm not a server anymore. I'm now have to think about defense.
Yeah, totally defense, and I see where you're coming with that. It's still serving is the only thing you do by yourself. That's where like all the pressure is, because you either are gonna get this point or you're not gonna get this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either gonna get this point or you're not. So how you gonna do that? Basically, I always tell my kids, just get it over. Like, if you're not the best I have freshmen. So I have freshmen in minis. I forgot I coached minis for like 2 seasons. And I'm talking about like
minis,
4-year-olds.
Oh,
3-year. No, they weren't 3-year-olds. They're like 5 to 7.
Oh,
maybe a little bit. They were so cute. They won one game, their first game ever, and I was just so proud of them. It was great. It was best thing. I'm only out there to have fun with the kids. Like, they're kids. We're having fun. We're learning skills, but our skill learning is like fun skill learning.
I'm glad you said that. I have no idea. When my son is about to be 5 this summer, I don't know how to put him in sports, because I already know, like, I'm going to be that dad who's gonna be like, you didn't win. I'm kidding. Like, not to say that, contradicted.
I got you. Did you ask him what he would like to do?
He wants to do karate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm saying that
we need more like registered weapons as people.
As long as he doesn't break his music hands, I'm fine. He can do anything.
He'll be fine. They can punch through anything.
That's true.
He'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, we're now at our 30-minute mark, but I want to like plug you some more. Again, you have a clothing line, Body Mechanics, which is workout gear, which is based off
workout
of your art.
Gear, fitness gear. You can also wear the gear like casual. What is that? They call it
athleisure.
Athro-leisure. Yeah, I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now.
Oh, BM3. And again, some of the clothing is based off of your art.
Yeah, so my exclusive, so anything I drop on any of my exclusives is going in, with my art. I kind of went through this element phase. I don't know. I like structure and how do I say this? Most simplest forms.
Yeah, no, that's
Something. Okay.
the thing.
So I like simple form things. So, elements. And I was just pouring these things and I was like, wow, okay, let me just, all right, let's run with it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Here is your wrap up question, Chanda.
Okay. Is it wild?
I don't know yet. It's up to you. We've talked about teamwork. We've talked about, again, just the fact that you literally are a multifaceted, multi-talented individual. You have like anything you wanted. You even said it. You manifested the things that you wrote down in New York. You are a very powerful woman. And with that being said, the last time we had one conversation about the Black Solstice where Black people got superpowers. So if you had a superpower, why didn't you tell Rihanna to text me back?
Say that again. Wait, keep going.
If you had a superpower, why did you not tell Rihanna to text me back?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But do you want to know what my superpower is?
I mean,
or you just want me to throw some random thing out there?
You can tell me your superpower, but you can tell
me. Why
didn't
I tell her to text me back? She was asleep. I don't like to wake up people when they sleep.
But what was your superpower?
I would like to teleport.
So you can teleport to Rihanna and tell her to text me back?
Text you back?
Yes.
How do I break this to you?
Break away, obviously.
I don't want to hurt your feelings. Oh, okay. She's not going to text you back.
Okay, that's fine.
She's taller than you, Richard.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure she's like 5 something.
She's 5'11".
I'm definitely like 6'1".
Oh, wow. Did you grow?
I've been 6'1" like my whole
life. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you were shorter for some reason. I feel like we talked about this.
I'm tall, like I'm way taller than. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'5" on a good day.
Chanda Penney, everyone. Again, please follow her art and body mechanics, and not hopefully, but look for her in a surgical room near you. You probably
don't, because if you know me, I can't be in there.
Then never mind. When you look at a painting up close, you do see things that might appear to be out of place. You see the individual shapes. But when you look at the painting for what it is, in the whole, when you're not breaking down the individuals, that's when you see the togetherness. That's when you see the teamwork that makes something more beautiful than any individual part could ever achieve. You can support Chanda by going to bodymechanics.com. That's body, M3CHANICS.com, and picking up one of her items. You could also support her by buying her art. You could also tap in with Chanda through Raz Productions.